When people think of the American Midwest, they usually think of Midwest nice. They think of flat horizons, friendly neighbors, and safety. But there is a massive amount of empty space out here, and in that space, things go missing. Today, we need to talk about the silence in the Heartland. We're looking at the cases that have haunted this region for decades, and the shocking new developments from just this past year that prove the Midwest never really stops keeping secrets. You can't talk about the Midwest without talking about Springfield, Missouri. It's been over 30 years since Cheryl Levitt, her daughter Susie, and Susie's friend Stacy vanished into thin air. What unsettles me most about the Springfield Three isn't just that they disappeared, it's what was left behind. Purses, cars, cigarettes, everything except the people. Just a broken porch light to suggest that something went wrong. It wasn't a robbery, it was an erasure. And then there's the silence of the phone line. In 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson drove his car into a ditch in Minnesota. He was on the phone with his parents, walking toward what he thought were the lights of a nearby town. He shouted one phrase, "Oh sh*," and the line went dead. Despite massive searches, Brandon has never been found. He didn't vanish into a crowd, he vanished into the landscape itself. When people vanish here, the theories get dark fast. You have the Lake Michigan Triangle, our own inland version of the Bermuda Triangle, known for swallowing ships and even Flight 2501 back in the 50s. But the darker theory involves the rivers, specifically the Smiley face killers. For years, locals have whispered about a group, sometimes called the Dealers of Death, hunting young men in river towns like La Crosse, Wisconsin. The FBI says these are accidental drownings. The families say otherwise, and that fear came rushing back in July of 2025. Eliada Hines, a college student in La Crosse, disappeared. They found her phone near her last known location, but nothing else. It reignited every fear that there is a predator operating in the shadows of these river towns, waiting for the fog to roll in. Sometimes, though, the Midwest does give people back, but rarely in the way we hope. Just a few months ago, in August 2025, the Mississippi River level dropped enough to reveal a 1963 Buick Electra. Inside were the skeletal remains of Roy Benn. He'd been sitting there beneath the surface since 1967. Thousands of people had likely driven past him or boated over him for nearly 60 years. But the strangest update comes from Reedsburg, Wisconsin. Audrey Backeberg vanished in 1962. She was 20 years old. Everyone assumed the worst. Then, in May 2025, 63 years later, police confirmed she was found. Alive. Well, she had simply left. She started a new life and never looked back. It's a happy ending, sure, but there is something deeply unsettling about the ability to just walk away and let the world mourn you for 6 decades. Whether they are taken by force, taken by the water, or simply choose to disappear, the Midwest holds on to its own. And right now, somewhere in those fields, the silence is deafening. Stay safe out there.